Starting with a standard Agile project, we're able to see the usual details within Jira, top-level metrics for Acme systems as well as their current backlog, with some epics and target dates already identified. We can continue to map that out across sprints, or even across the resulting timeline. Atlassian's native features are great to get started, however, this quickly becomes too basic. Enter Big Picture. For additional PPM features, with Big Picture, you can extend Jira's functionality directly within Atlassian's platform. This enables a single source of the truth, regardless of the methodologies you utilize, from Agile to Waterfall, Hybrid to Safe, or any combination thereof. Here, we'll spin up a new view for Acme Systems as an Agile project. Now, we can see much more detail, all in a single view, including tasks, dates, and dependencies. Even better, surfacing the resulting critical path is done easily. I can spot the areas to monitor more closely simply by tracking all red items. We're now ready to make some adjustments, but first, it's a good idea to create a baseline. This provides another visual reference to indicate the impact of changes compared to our starting point. For example, when I change the duration of this task, I can see the full domino effect. Much of this is due to the dependencies between tasks that guide Big Picture in automatically adjusting the timeline. There are several dependency types. As you select one from the list, you can also preview how it will operate. I've used Start to Start here. End to Start is also quite common. All of these dictate how future changes are propagated throughout the system. Similarly, the various dates are rolled up into an epic as driven by its scheduling mode. Auto bottom up means that the child tasks establish the boundaries and the parent inherits them. Auto top down is the opposite. If desired, fully manual or locked items can be used as well. So far, we've been operating on live data. Any changes in Big Picture occur in Jira straight away. You can see this in every item's history. For more complex modeling, we can also use a scenario to batch these up. Let's quickly undo our edit and create this instead. Now, we have a sandbox in which to make multiple changes without affecting Jira until we're ready. As I model out a few updates, I can see the full scope held in reserve and inspect all of the associated pending edits. I can now apply these all at once by submitting Merge to Live or leave them aside to finalize later. And that's exactly what we'll do. Leave these aside and return to the actual live version. You can easily explore various what-if scenarios when desired without impacting your primary timeline until you're ready. Already, we've seen advanced dependency tracking, critical path visibility, baseline reference markers, and scenario-based modeling, the core elements of an effective PPM solution. Combining that with the ability to pull data from multiple Jira projects via their spaces, boards, filters, or standard JQL makes AppFire's approach unique. And this is whether you're using Agile, Waterfall, Hybrid, or Safe, or again, any combination. Just configure it, and we'll track it for you. Big Picture is designed to be 100% method agnostic. In fact, you can even build out a hierarchy across these for a cohesive program-based view. Here, both Waterfall and Agile projects render on the same Gantt chart as needed. This is particularly crucial when looking at our final PPM aspect, the impact of resources and availability. As an example, we've just been informed by our CMO that there's now a marketing push related to this project for April 2nd. First, we'll use a marker to flag this, as it's not in any plan of ours. However, checking my tasks for that month, I cannot bring some forward, even though there appears to be buffer. What's happening? Well, it's time to look at resource allocations. Here, we see someone is overloaded, but the tasks seem appropriate across a couple of weeks, so we'll need to keep digging. Every individual in Big Picture has their maximum capacity established by two elements, a workload plan and a holiday plan. Here we have a few of each, some on default and some just for our office in South Korea. Standard hours are set by the work plan. You can create additional ones for other teams and/or locations, and this yields the average weekly capacity. Holidays are deducted from the work plan to accurately project availability. These can be added manually or synchronized from an external system. The two plans combine per individual and are coupled with any of their absences, also manual or synchronized, as we have here. With all of this in place, now we understand why our team member on this task has limited working time during our target week. To resolve, we'll reallocate things to another person. Much better. Returning to our Gantt chart, let's now pull forward those tasks needed by the CMO. Perfect. All set now. Using Big Picture, in just several minutes, we've worked directly in Jira to provide, again, dependency tracking, critical path visibility, baseline reference markers, scenario-based modeling, and full resource planning. All the core PPM features needed, all directly on Atlassian's platform.